Welcome back to Legitimate Targets, everybody. I hope you're all having a great day because we have got a very special guest joining us today. Probably actually the most special guest we've ever had on the show. This man is leading the fight for sovereignty, for traditional Western values, for Christianity, and those that are trying to wage a war against God right now. He is the one that's standing up to them and saying, no, you're not going to take the West. You're not going to destroy us all. And he's also working to actually stop World War III, something that absolutely no one in the West, especially in high-level politics, seem intent on actually doing. They all want to continue this endless march to World War III. His name is Cǎlin Georgescu. You probably all know who he is. He's the leading presidential candidate in Romania for the presidency. Although a Soros, NATO, globalist coup has seemingly stopped his campaign in its tracks, though the people of Romania are out on the streets. They are demanding accountability, freedom, democracy, but the globalists don't want that to happen. A little bit of info about Cǎlin Georgescu before we bring him up on the stream. If you don't know, he was a member of the Executive Committee on the International Club of Rome, a president of the European Research Center of the Club of Rome, a UN Special Rapporteur on the adverse effects of transport of toxic and dangerous products. He's got a very incredible bio. But once he was in all these big institutions, these global institutions, he saw how they worked. He saw how corrupt they were, some of them. And he said, I'm going to fight for the people. And that's exactly what he's doing now. And I'm so honored to have him here today. So, Mr. Cǎlin Georgescu, how you doing? Thank you so much for joining me here today.
Thank you, Jackson. Good morning to you, and thank you for having me, and thank you for your introduction. Indeed, it's I'm telling you, it's a spiritual lever here on this war, and it's a fight between God and Satan. This is absolutely clear, no doubt on that. And we, as Romanian people, just to start on that, we love God and our land. And that's it. Bottom line. And of course, these guys, they cannot understand what does mean this, because they don't love God, they don't love our land, and of course it's a fighting. And yes, I am totally anti-oligarchic system. I am anti-woke. I am anti-LGBT. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's this is my matter of this way, and I'm with the people, for the people, and only for them. So from this we can start. But in any case, they don't understand, and this is my last comment, is they don't understand that it's a changement. It's a wave of a big shift everywhere, not only Romania. You have seen what's going on in Africa, in Asia, United States, by the way, of course, the most important point. Even in Europe, you have seen what is going on in Germany, in France, everywhere. And they don't realize, those oligarchic guys, they don't understand that the time is over. And we want to be free as we are born by God from the first second. And for this reason, we have heroes like Kennedy, as he said exactly this point, or Thomas Jefferson, or Lincoln, and they don't understand that the history was made by them. And we want to continue these topics, which make values as Christian humanity. You know, we are with God, and we want to remain with God. And nobody can replace God, even that they have billions or trillions. They cannot replace God. That's it. Thank you.
They're they're trying to do that, and
yeah, they try. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true.
Maybe for our audience who isn't aware of the specific details of what's gone on in Romania over the past, several months, could you give a brief analysis summary of what exactly has gone on? Your insurgent campaign, a lot of people did not see your candidacy coming, and how they stopped you. We'll get into why they stopped you later on and the reactions and what we need to do moving forward, but just how this actually happened.
Yeah, indeed. Thank you. So first of all, of course, was a campaign for the presidency of Romania. Yes. Started in November the last year. We were 14 candidates, which is fine. Yeah. And one of these 14, I was myself, and I declared that I am independent. I want to start with zero budget, and I remain until the end with this. And my party is just the Romanian people. This was my starting point. Moreover, my topics was that I am with the working people, I am with working families, I am for the our national resources, I am for Romania, and Romania is first. So more or less, this was my main topics in the campaign. We start the campaign. We accumulate, of course, the signature. Jackson, that there are signature almost 200,000 signature you have to have in order to start to be on the line official. We had these signatures. We start the campaign, and of course, the system they didn't believe that someone who in all the scenarios, in all the broadcast TV, in all the evaluation of them, I was Jackson all the time, permanently, with 1% or below 1%. This was all the time mentioned on the screen. And I didn't react. I continue my campaign. Of course, the main oligarchics TVs, televisions, broadcasts, I had prohibited. I had interdiction to go there, but no ways, no problem on that. I was in the national televisions. I was in the social media, as you know, and we arrived to the first round. So, so after the first round was was a shock, because I was on the first position with more than 25%, even though they stole in a lot from the votes, very well. Mm-hmm. And the point is that the second person, president of a political party, a lady, was quite very far. I mean, we discussed about 25% around for me and 19 for her. And the main political party, the person who lead now, I mean, he was the prime minister, and now also he was illegitimate, he is again prime minister, was on the third position. Or 4-1, I mean, was very far, extremely far. So with other words, in the first round, this is a main topic for our conversation, is the Romanian people decide. We don't love you. We don't need you. We need people as us. We need people from the ground. Okay, so this was the first round. We start the second round. So 2 weeks time. And in 2 weeks time, of course, was a full attack of particular of media, of the oligarchs. And yeah, we didn't react. We stay calm. We promote the same subject. We are for the families. We are for the working people. We are for our land. We want to promote ourselves, our product. We don't want to sell anything outside. Okay. We want to foster our domestic economic situation, which is absolutely obviously clear. And moreover, the most important point, particularly when many people from abroad, they ask me about Ukraine, I said clearly, I am for peace. I am not for war, not anymore. And they asked me what we are doing to support Ukraine. I said, no, I shall stop. I shall stop everything. We don't want to continue. I don't want to send one piece of bread, I don't say bullet, for Ukraine. No, not anymore. They said, how is possible? You are not for war? I said, no, I am not for war. I am for peace. And I continue to insist that I am just for peace. And systematically, they push me on this topic. And systematically, myself, I said, I am for peace. And I want to underline, Jackson, that this was the main point of them to attack me, because I am for peace, and I'm convinced about that, convinced totally, because the oligarchs in Romania are not alone. They are supported particularly by the European Union in this process, which they destroy, in fact, Europe. I have information which United States and in Europe together, they spend more than 300 billions for this war. I can imagine how many things you can do with this money, particularly that there are the poverty is so big, and the children they have no schools, we have not roads, we have not hospitals, and not only in Romania but in Europe. Look what is going on in Europe with the economy in Germany, with the economy in France. Anyway, so back to the point, was a full attack in the moment when they realized that Cǎlin Georgescu, he wants peace and no war. And we arrive day by day to the day when actually have to happen the second round. So Friday before 2 days, Sunday was in fact the election in Romania, but Friday was started already in outside of Romania, in Europe, in Australia, in New Zealand, also United States, was starting the vote. So Friday, before 2 days, yeah. I mean, okay. The election, I don't remember exactly the day, but I think it was December 6, yeah. And so Friday, the vote was start, and in the afternoon, which is second round, they stopped the vote. The Constitutional Court said that for different reasons, particularly that Călin Georgescu is supported, of course, as anything else. What is going on in the world now is goes to Russia. So Călin Georgescu is supported by Russia or by any other links from Russia anyway. They stopped the vote. And they cancel everything. They cancel the second round, as I said. And from this moment, of course, the people, they were in the street. And we start, of course, to fight in a real sense with them. And of course, they attack me with different stuff of that with Russia, which of course doesn't exist any relationship. And beside that, I said very clear that we want to be in peace with everybody, particularly with our neighbors, with big countries. We don't want to go inside the conflict of anybody. We want to preserve the equilibrium. and to, in fact, to work for our life, for our dignity, for our freedom, and in fact, for our welfare. I mean, we are an extremely rich country, extremely rich. Romania is a very rich country, and we are extremely poor. I mean, more than 20% of the Romanian people are below the level of the poverty, which just means below $2 per day. And we discuss about more than 20% of the Romanian people, which is incredible. I mean, you cannot understand this number. So in any case, they cancel, as I said, the second round. Of course, my lawyers, they start the process against them in the Romanian court. We didn't had, let's say, a positive answer from them, even that Romanian people, they were in front of the courts in the last days, even on the December 30, or everybody have seen. We start, of course, the process in Strasbourg, in Hague, in Venice, International Court, of course. And we remain positive that we shall succeed. It's just a matter of time. And of course, again, as I said, they cannot realize this is a time for change. But again, for me, the most important, Jackson, in order to conclude your first question, is that the second round was cancelled. The constitution of Romania was cancelled because they canceled all the legal aspects in this moment. And here could be a precedent for all the countries, and particularly for United States. And please allow me just to explain this point, because could be a snowball effect, which maybe now they don't understand. I'm speaking about particularly the United States, because European Union insists and push a lot for the war, which we don't want to have war. In fact, I said very clear myself, my statement was, I shall stop the war. The war in Ukraine have to stop urgently. And I shall be involved in this process to stop the war. So they don't want to stop the war. I want to stop the war. The problem is that if they will insist to do that, and looks what is going on everywhere, because I want to be very clear, in Romania, all the government in the last years, including the last government, they are working, they work and they are working with the Democrats, with Rino, with neocons. They all the time, they're against Trump. They hate Trumps. The Romanian people, they love Trump. As myself, I said, even in the first round, you remember, with Hillary Clinton, I said all the time, I am with Donald Trump. All the government, all the, let's say, oligarch system, they were with Hillary Clinton at the time. So this process was running until today, when me and you, we have this interview. So let's be very clear. The system is against Trump because they are totally with the Democrats, and all the business, all the things which they are moving in Romania, they are moving again with Democrats, with Rino, with neocons system. All right. So for this reason, of course, they are not accept that someone out of the box, particularly like me, to come and to have the people behind him. So here we are. And of course, I want to insist that for me, it's strange to see that there's no really understanding this situation, particularly from the United States, because this wave, which can start from Romania, because if they insist to push Romania in war, does mean that could be a very complicated situation in a sense that they can dictate emergency situation and they remain on the power. Not only Romania, even in the United States. So Biden can declare this, and this is not anymore January 20. So in other words, was a coup d'etat in Romania in December 6, was no official position from international states on this matter, even that the coup d'etat was demonstrated by a lot of journalists in the world. And there's a lot of media and a lot of, how I can say, social media which describe this situation. This is more than clear, like the sun of the day.
Yes.
And it's not official position from this side. I mean, we destroyed the democracy. They destroyed the democracy. They canceled the constitution. They canceled the freedom, and there's no reaction. So I said to my people, okay, fine, we are going alone. And we are, in this moment, we are going to fight alone, no problem. We can understand this. Maybe they have different other problems, I don't know, but the wave could be a tsunami very soon. Mm-hmm. The wave which the oligarch system in Romania imposed, that they destroy the democracy, destroy the constitution. They kill, in fact, the constitution, and they kill the democracy, can happen, Jackson, everywhere from this moment. Because it's a precedent. What's happening in Romania? Yeah, could happen even in Germany, could happen in France, could happen in the United States, could happen everywhere. If we accept this, is worse than in Africa. I'm telling you, frankly.
Do you think that if Donald Trump came out and voiced his support, not for, say, you directly, but for democracy and elections to be upheld fairly and freely inside of Romania, do you think that this would result in that actually happening? I mean, it seems like the globalists are dead set on keeping Romania under their control. I think that they're insane. They want to send young Romanian boys and girls to go die for the military-industrial complex in Ukraine. Do you think that Donald Trump could actually possibly sway something like this to allow for elections to take place fairly and freely?
Well, we are looking for, the Romanian people, not only myself. I'm telling you frankly, the Romanian people, they are looking for a reaction, mm-hmm. which is normal to be like that. It's, European Union wants war. This is clear. This is very clear that. And this is only because they want to serve the intention of the oligarchs, particular of Soros, which Soros, in fact, he doesn't like, and also the Soros system doesn't like Trump and then Trump administration and everything which is doing Trump. And of course, we are looking to be together first of all, in this way of Christianity, which is absolutely clear, in the way of democracy, which is, again, is absolutely clear that we fight for that, and in the way of to respect the Constitution. We have the main pillar in each country. As is United States Constitution, we have Romanian Constitution, which is very, very clear that what is happening now in Romania, the former president already, his mandate was end in December 22nd, and still he is in the position, illegitimate, and there's no reaction. I'm asking you frankly, Jackson, from our experience, both of us, how can be an international dialogue with a person like that? I ask you, how can be? How will they communicate internationally? you can communicate with someone who is totally legitimate in the position against his people. He hate his people. He hate the democracy. He hate the constitution. And he is in the same position. Is no reaction. So for this reason I said, I am with my people, for my people, and dedicated totally to my people. We understood. I said, okay, we are going alone. No problem. Even that Romanian people, they are waiting the help of the United States for many, many years. Was not happen. Here we not discuss about what's happened. Let's be very clear, Jackson, in the last 35 years. So from the revolution, in fact, from the coup d'etat, which was in 1989, which everybody knows, which was a change, the communist regime. No, we discuss what's happened in the last 100 years, because still we have the communist regime in Romania. In Romania today is a communist regime with these guys. Is worse than before 1989. And I want to remind everybody that we had heroes in 1989, more than 1,000 young people, which they die. They die for one main important reason, to have free elections and to have freedom. What we have today, they cancel the freedom, they cancel the free elections. So what is going on here? And again, how is possible that we have zero reaction from United States in this situation? So it's in my opinion, it's a irresponsible position, honestly speaking, of Donald Trump here. And in general, okay, I can understand that official you are not, but you are, more or less, you are elected already by Americans. This is no doubt. And you know how is the situation, which again could be a precedent. We discuss about the pillar of democracy in the world, who is United States. I was trained starting from 1992 in the United States. I know the system. I learned. Was my favorite was and my, how I can say, my visionary person in the world was, he remained, is Thomas Jefferson. I understood what does mean the democracy, the pillars of democracy, the system, how can be run. I understood the heroism of John Kennedy. But what is going on here? I mean, after all these years, I mean, it's a shock for us. Not it's a shock for the oligarchic system. It's a shock for us that something is wrong in this picture. But in any case, we are devoted to our land. We are totally devoted to God. We remain with God. We remain with our people, and we shall succeed. It's just a matter of time. But it's just a process of, let's say, of situation of humanity, because Jackson, beside that you are fighting for your national, for your country, for the nationalism, for the patriots, because definitely the future belongs to the patriots and to the nationalist people. We are losing the humanity. Mm-hmm. This is a main important point. Not only the countries, the humanity from us. And here is a most delicate point which we are facing today. The humanity from us. Here we are. Thank you.
It's so crazy. You know, you bring up a good point that Romania, just like the U.S., is controlled by communists, a communist regime. Now, some people might raise their eyebrows and say, what do you mean? It's quite clear. It's a Trotskyist, deranged, anti-human regime that is ruling over so many of us in the West. You've been in some of these higher institutions of power. You've seen how they work. Where does this pure evil come from? We're talking about the raping and pillaging of Romania's resources. We're talking about, and not just Romania, but to look at Romania in specific, stealing all your resources from the Romanian people for foreign transnational corporations, trying to send off your young children into a war for military profits. It's horrible. But where does this come from?
The real fascists are the globalists. This is the main important point. And the globalists are present in these international institutions. What does mean this? There are nice words like, for example, in United Nations, they said, we cancel the poverty. This is number one. Number one is cancel the poverty. No poverty. You can see of the 17 goals of United Nations, the first one, no poverty. But it's exactly vice versa. We push to be poverty. So it's no poverty. This is in front. And behind is we have to have poverty. And they insist to have poverty. And they destroy everything. They plunder the natural resources, particularly in Africa, and not only in Romania as well. They plunder the natural resources. And they destroy the economy. And the economy is a main pillar. And here was my fighting with the system, exactly as was your question. Precisely was your question. How? Yeah, exactly this. There are nice words, and behind it's exactly vice versa. And this I discover myself. For this reason, I quit United Nations and other international institutions, because I have seen very clear that is not the narrative which they present. Is totally opposite. Is 180 degrees. And this they are doing everywhere. They said, we shall help you. Like Soros was the first foreigner in Romania in 1989, the first. He said, we shall support the civil society, the NGOs, the civil society organizations. Was exactly vice versa. They destroy the civil society concept. The process of democratic participation, exactly as I continue to support, to participate in the democracy, not just to stay each 4 years or each 5 years. Someone call you and you want to vote. No, you have to participate each day to the process. And this is my main pillar to my people. I am from you. I am with you. We participate together in order to have welfare. Not, I don't ask you to come this year, and after I ask you, after the next 5 years, I ask you, I need your vote again. No, we participate permanently. This is a participation, democratic participation, democracy, real democracy. And exactly this they made. They come with nice words, and behind they destroy the system. For this reason, I said that the real fascists are the globalists. And they come with big corporations, which they control what, Jackson? They control the market. I am Cǎlin Georgescu. I am the person who I support the real free market, which is not anymore in Romania. The market is controlled by the oligarchs, by the corporations. They dictate the price. And in the moment when they dictate the price, the real workers, the family workers, they have not access because the big fish eat the small one. This is very clear. It's Adam Smith concept, which, by the way, he was not economist, was professor of morality in one at a time. So because it's not a system of morality in the world today, we have not secure system for the people, and the people, they are not free. This is the main point. Thank you.
Yes, people are definitely not free, especially when you're living under constant 24/7 propaganda from these globalists. I'm curious, I think most Romanians probably would support this. I can't speak for all. I only know so many personally, but do you think that most Romanians would support banning George Soros affiliated NGOs in Romania? And would you move to ban Soros affiliated NGOs and think tanks in Romania?
No, not anymore. I mean, the people, they wake up already. It's a big shift already in Romania. It's a how I can say, it's a transformation totally, and the people, they realize, they are in their consciousness to realize that it's not anymore. They were just how I can say, they were it was a huge manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
Like sweet things, like bonbons, and
they give them money, they give them opportunities.
Money, exactly, opportunity for different stuff of how I can say, scholarship, or I said sweet things, huh? And the people finally, they realize that is not like what they expect. They are coming with different type of stories from the market, like McDonald's and other stuff, and we realize what is inside. It's exactly like the sweet drinks. What is inside, they know very well. We love water, pure water. We love God, as I said. We love our land. And we want to promote love. In the moment when you are speaking about love, they are desperate because they don't need love. They don't believe in love. We believe in love. We believe that our land, we didn't receive from Brussels or from Washington. We receive from God with a spirit of love inside. We are strongly believe on that. For this reason, I said, I am with my people, for my people, and dedicate to my people. They cannot change this situation. It's a matter of time, just. And we know very well this, and we have patience. I have patience. I can understand this situation, and Jackson, honestly speaking, it's normal that you cannot change a system after 100 years like this in one day. Yeah, so I resist. I'm comfortable that have to be happen these situations, and we are continue to, as I said, to work for peace, for prosperity, for our land, and to understand that it's normal to be happen these situations, because this situation, I said a few days ago, they made us more stronger, more powerful, and particularly to be together. It's a process of family, a big family, which was born in Romania. Not only the small family as we have all of us, but it's a big family, which is a country. And we are together now, more faster than before, more powerful. And this is the main important things which was happen and is happen these days. And they are desperate that we are more together than before and more stronger than before.
There's so many people out in the streets right now in Romania. It's incredible. All in support of you, in support of democracy, and you know, usually it's the globalists saying that there's people protesting for democracy, but now the globalists have actually canceled democracy. It's a complete flip of the script, and it's an authentic revolution in the streets.
It's authentic. It's authentic revolution. You are very, very right. Thank you for this word. It's authentic revolution because was not any revolution before. Was just a coup d'etat permanently. Even the last coup d'etat. Was just coup d'etat for power. Now it's an authentic revolution for freedom. It's authentic revolution for ourselves, for our dignity, particularly, and for our freedom. And by the way, the vote is the main important pillar of freedom. If you, as state, as oligarch state, you cancel or you kill my vote, no, does mean that you against my family. Mm-hmm. And of course, the people are on the street for this purpose and against them. And they remain that. They don't understand what fire is inside.
No, they don't. Your popularity is going through the roof, by the way, as they try to attack you and they try to attack your supporters and they make up all these insane lies. I'm curious, you know, you had a post on X, formerly Twitter, yesterday, and I encourage everyone to go follow you on Twitter. I'll tagging you in this this video when we upload it. But you know, you said something. You said you know, the globalists are trying to strip the Romanian people of their most basic God-given rights, the right to free will, and that's so true. How far do you think they'll go? And this will be my last question. I know you're a busy man, and we're pushing up on the hour here, but how far do you think they go? I don't even want to put this out there, but I have to because they tried to assassinate Trump multiple times. Do you think that they will try to imprison you, do something worse? And I know the Romanian people are standing with you and very keen on hearing what is going to happen in the future. Do you have a message for them as to what we can expect insofar as a redo of the elections? Are they going to start off on the second round, the first round? Do we even know yet? Or do you have any ideas?
Yes, thank you for the question. So first of all, we discuss only about the second round. No new election. New election does mean that it's another corruption and illegality. We discuss just to rebuild the second round from the moment when they stop illegitimate. And of course, they destroy our freedom. This is all. We discussed just about the second round. This is number one. Regarding the attack, yes, exactly in the day of the December 3 or 4, they was a huge, let's say, attack in the night of my house. They destroyed the electricity, the heat, everything. So we had not electricity, no internet, no heating system. Everything was destroyed.
The state shut down your electricity. everything in the middle of winter.
Everything in the middle of the and I remained this with 3 days like that because nobody wants to come from the system institutions. After that, of course, we rebuilt step by step everything. Beside the damage which was happened is the huge attack in media, with several attacks which they are permanently, and each attack and each, let's say, demonstration from them doesn't exist. Besides, dear Jackson, I want to remind, not to you because you know, but to everybody, that in December, the last days of December, the former president, illegitimate who is today, was in Brussels. And he did a press conference. And the journalists, they asked him, do you have proofs on what Constitutional Court of Romania did? And he said, no, we have not proofs. We have suspicions. So even that in the moment he was president official, he said, we have not proofs. I said exactly this. I said in the court in December 30, I said to the judge, I said, Mr. President, exactly this was happened. And the part which is in front of you from the state, they have not proofs. So tell me what we are judging here today. We know that was canceled the second round. Okay, but where are the proofs? Where are the Russians, which you said doesn't exist? Why nobody, they didn't call the Russian ambassador to ask him? Because they have not proofs. So based on suspicious things, whatever, they kill the democracy and the constitution. So here we are. Now, your question was also what they are doing. Yes, they most probably they will insist to other things, like, for example, our interview today could be another one, or other things. Why you made the interview with Jackson Hinkle or others, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson now is in Russia, and it's clear that you have a relationship with Russia. Yeah, it's funny. I mean, honestly speaking, it's a matter of time. Exactly this I said. So how I can say, they cannot stop this wave. It's impossible. And because simply they cannot replace God. Exactly this they want. I said very clear, Jackson. Yes, indeed. I repeat, I'm anti-oligarch system. I'm anti-oak, totally. I am just for democracy. I'm just for my people. I am for freedom. And I'm for happiness. The people, I want to see them to laugh on the street, to dance, to be free, to work for their land. What is the problem if I'm doing that? What is the problem? Because I refuse to accept the plastic food from supermarket to receive in Romania. I want to produce my food in Romania. I want to produce my energy in Romania. I don't want to import the energy, by the way. Why I have to import the energy? These are my main topics. What is the problem? Because I said that I want to foster the domestic economy. What is the problem? What is the problem when I said that I need 80% Romanian banks and 20% from foreigners? What is the problem? What is the problem that I said I want to foster my Romanian currency, and I refuse to have euro or dollars? What is the problem? And I'm telling you, because all this government, I said very clear, in the last more than 10 years, they all the time they were related with the business from Democrats, with the neocons from United States, and they are against permanently with Trump and everything related with Trump. Now they try a little bit to change, you know, but yeah. I really hope that President Trump has the dignity to know who is right and who is not in this picture. Otherwise, we are, you know, we are losing what we built so far. I want to be very clear where we don't play games. We are just for our land and for a very, very good relationship with all the countries around the world, particularly with our neighbors. I wish to have an impeccable cooperation with my neighbors, but in the spirit of principle of democracy and dignity, no other things. We have our land. It's enough in order to produce our welfare. I don't need to have loans from other international institutions, to have debts, and to work with their money instead to have my money. What is the problem? If I said this, what is the problem that I said, yes, I'm a peace building maker. I am a peace president. I am a peace president.
The problem is you're upsetting a bunch of satanic, anti-human pedophiles that want World War III. I think that,
we know what is behind any war. We know very clear, Jackson. We know what is a financial system because it's a head of snake in the world is a financial banking system. We know that. But my message to them, not to Romania, these are mosquitoes. This oligarch system is just a mosquito in Romania. It's just the slaves of Brussels. But my message to the international oligarch system is the following. Just leave us on peace. You lost already. And you know very well this, that you lost. Just keep going and leave us in peace. Thank you.
Mr. Cǎlin Georgescu, your candidacy and your words, everything you stand for, your Orthodox Christian values, it's very inspiring to me
Thank you.
as an American, and really gives me a lot of hope because I see, of course, what they're doing to you and your supporters, arresting these beautiful people, and it's well, it gives me hope. Because obviously they're going to attack us when we try to fight for our countries. But it gives me hope because with each day, you're getting more and more and more support from the people. They understand what's happening. They're seeing through the propaganda and the fog that's been cast upon them by the globalists and the woke elites and these warmongers. So I really, really, really hope for the best. I'm praying for you, your family, your supporters, your country. And I just hope to see a peaceful resolution to this and your total victory, because it's exactly what not just Romania needs, but it is what the world needs, as you described so eloquently, because Romania's security and sovereignty means security and sovereignty for the world as we hang on the edge of World War III. So thank you so much for joining me. Where can people follow along with your work, with your candidacy, and all of the things that you have to enlighten us with?
Thank you, Jackson, for having me today. And let's work together for peace, love, and harmony between all of us, because really this planet can give us and can cover us everything, but of course can't cover our greed or greed from some guys. And we have to understand that we have everything from God, and just we need to trust, real trust, to be a free man's, and to be true believers, Jackson, true believers. in God. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And hopefully the next time I speak with you, it'll be Mr. President Georgescu. So
I am telling you, I am already.
We'll do that then. Signing off, Jackson Hinkle, Mr. President Georgescu. Thank you so much for joining me. And I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Jackson. Very much appreciate it.